is a good podcast. Welcome to Mouse Out of Wedlock. This is a good podcast.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. And a dog that isn't on.
Do his job.
I did my job. They just declined at the last second.
Well, that's true.
And they
Who were we gonna have?
we were gonna have Ashley, who has her podcast that Neil deGrasse Tyson was on. She was gonna be the biggest star. She's been in commercials. She's
Holy shit.
She's kind of a big deal.
Big deal for the podcast.
Big deal for the podcast. You know what is a big deal?
What?
Jakeb is not here.
Yeah, he's in New York watching some clowns bang on metal, I think.
Apparently he needed to take 2 weeks to do that.
Yeah.
Which is, good for him. No, I'm genuinely like, I don't think he's coming back at all.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I think
he's
there's
just gonna Seinfeld on someone's couch.
I think if anyone could effectively do that, it's Jakeb.
Yeah. Do you think he'll move in with somebody he knows, or just kind of like ingratiate himself with like some random jazz fan?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it'll be the second one.
You think he'll join like a noise band in New York and just stay there?
Yeah, I could easily see him just being like, "Hey man, I want to move here," and they're like, "Yeah, why don't you stay on our couch?" And he's like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And like the worst, he's like a vampire. You shouldn't invite him into your home.
No, you'll never get him out of your house.
Yeah, it's really tough.
Yeah.
It's really tough. That's why we often record at his place, is because I don't want him ingratiating himself into my home.
I'm not going to let him come to my house anymore. He when he came in, he immediately broke my toilet.
Yep. When he came to the first time I ever let him out to my apartment a long time ago, he immediately went to the fridge and opened up my roommate's Dr. Pepper and drank it.
Well, he's sponsored, right?
Yeah, he's sponsored. Yeah, well, I don't think sponsorship allows you just to immediately.
Oh, he can just make a call and get a pallet shipped over.
Yeah. So what the fuck? You're just like, oh, sorry, man. I just, I like to make myself at home. It's like, okay. All right.
Yeah. I haven't tried, but do you think we could get away with that kind of behavior?
I could.
You could?
I could.
Huh? Do you think I could get away with that kind of behavior?
With
like random people.
Random people?
Yeah.
I think I could.
Why do you think you could?
I'm a charming little boy.
Right.
I'm a charming young man.
Uh-huh.
And I got a smile to die for.
I'm going for a different route. I'm trying to be threatening.
Yeah.
That's
the reason you can't, unless you're like, you get in their face and, well, I don't ask you.
Yeah, roll a D20, make an intimidation check, man.
I don't ask you.
Why am I British in this scenario?
I just love the idea of just getting into someone's face and, I don't fucking ask you.
I don't fucking ask.
I'll
fucking ask. I'll pop a soda if I want.
I'm going to drink this fucking
drink your pop.
American fucking.
I almost fell back into the Cobra Tate there. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little bit Andrew. He's still in prison, which is good.
Oh, that's cool. Good for him.
He's tweeting like I'm actually.
Wait, he's in prison and he's tweeting?
Well, I think he he passes messages out to somebody, and like there's somebody with his phone tweeting. There's some truly unhinged stuff. I'm gonna pull it over.
Ooh, yes. Let's do it. All right. While you're doing that, I'm gonna ask you a question from this relationship compatibility card thing.
Is that what we're doing?
Okay. It's all about starting conversations with your partner.
Oh,
okay.
Wow. Okay.
That's stupid. Okay.
Interesting.
God, that's dumb. I have a different one that has better questions. Nope.
Okay, I found one.
Okay, hit me.
This is from Andrew Tate from prison in Romania for sex trafficking. God is constantly trying to speak to you if you're paying attention. Of all the cells in this jail, I have been assigned room number 5. I am the man from room 5. What does it mean? I wonder what that means.
I'm sure it's like a number, like what's that numerology, like the God, like angel numbers thing?
Is 5 like a angel number?
Yeah, let me see what the
here's my fucking problem with this. This is just astrology once again.
Yeah.
Like you can't have, every number can't have a meaning. They're just numbers. We can't keep doing this. We can't keep assigning arbitrary value to random things.
It's always kind of been a thing. Like humans just want dumb things to super duper like latch onto.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, the pattern. It's the pattern. I figured it all out.
Listen, because as an autist, I can recognize patterns better than most, and this shit does not mean anything.
Well, to idiots, it's great.
Yeah.
So there's 555, which means something. The angels are trying to tell you to focus on your freedom. Whoa!
Oh wow! So he is deep in the Matrix.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, what is?
Wait, is that a Christian thing or is that a Islam thing? Because he's converted to Islam.
I mean, it's
Well,
Abrahamic.
who knows?
Like Abrahamic religions are all like tied together. So I'm willing to.
This is Old Testament shit.
Yeah. So let's see. What is the 555 within a set numbers like? That's why we need a computer guy here.
Yeah.
Jakeb, while we're talking, Jakeb does finds the good shit.
That's right. We miss you, Jake. We need your laptop and nothing else.
Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Jake. If you're listening, know that
there is a 0% chance he will listen back to this episode. I don't think he's ever listened to an episode. He purely shows up, records, and then goes home.
Yeah, I listen to the episodes. I give notes, and they're usually like, "I like this episode."
Yeah.
Or if I don't like an episode, I just don't text you about it.
Yeah.
Fuck this. There's so many words to tell me something that doesn't fucking matter.
Are we still we're talking about number 5 still?
Yeah. Symbolism angel. Number 5 is often seen as a positive change and new beginnings, as well as a message from encouragement and support from your angels.
Cool. Does Islam have angels?
Yeah, it's part of Abrahamic religion.
Okay.
They could like the Bible
right.
is part of their religious doctrine.
Yeah.
And the Bible has angels. I don't know if the Quran has angels.
That's what I was asking.
But like angels are part of their religion. Okay. It's just not as huge a part as it is part of Judaism and Christianity.
I see.
Christianity, like
they fuck with the angels. Man.
They really love to fuck with the angels, which has translated.
They fuck heavy with the angels.
They're like, oh shit, all those eyes.
Gabriel, put it in, Gabriel. Michelangelo.
And it just translates to, modern American pantheon where we like our superheroes.
That's right. Yeah.
And
we need to bring back the original American pantheon of Johnny Appleseed.
Buffalo.
Steam Train Henry. Buffalo Bill. That was a real guy, I think.
He was, but it's still part of the American pantheon.
Uncle Ben.
Like the Spider-Man.
Aunt Jemima.
I don't think those are.
Why not?
I don't think those are.
Oh, okay.
Who else? Andrew Carnegie. Ronald Reagan. FDR.
John Wilkes Booth.
Oh, the great.
The hits. Yeah, just play the hits.
I want to see a comic book just about John Wilkes Booth as a superhero.
Do you know Manhattan has a 30-foot tall statue of, I think it's some like American folk hero, but it's like a weird. Why is Jake texting us?
Why is Jake?
Last night I went to a house show where Fantano got brought on stage.
Oh shit! Hey, Jacob contributed to the podcast.
I like Fantano, but I think if I saw him at a house show, I'd be like, I can't be here anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's fine.
You don't like Fantano?
I think he's fine.
Give a hot take. Come on.
I don't have like the. I
step in some hot water with me.
I don't have any hot takes for this guy. I don't really care for most music reviews.
Sure.
Just like I don't care for most movie reviews. Most art criticism on YouTube I find pretty shallow and boring. Well, Fantano is okay.
Yeah.
And I think he does better than 99%.
I think he's entertaining.
Music reviewers, and I just never got into him.
I like him and Sean C a lot. I don't really listen to much music reviews, but
I just music's just one of those things I don't really look at criticism for.
Which it's just kind of like if you like it or not.
Yeah, I'm just like I enjoy this, and I try to find new stuff.
Sure.
Like I look for recommendations, but I don't go out of my way to find a review of music or a critique of music, because it just a lot of times it just doesn't it's just immediate to me. I'm like, they're not getting the same thing out of this to me. So
let me drop my hipster credentials. Most of the music I listen to doesn't have reviews on YouTube because it's underground
garbage. It's underground.
It's just
sewage,
hyper pop shit that nobody's listened to. I found some really good stuff. How I find it mostly is I just scroll on TikTok, doom scroll on TikTok, and then I find a song and then go look it up on YouTube. That's kind of the only way to get stuff these days. New stuff. I mean,
I have a couple of Instagrams I follow that they'll just post some new music, or I'll just I just pick a band and go real deep into the discography, and then come out the other side.
You know who I was listening to Cage the Elephant again.
Ooh, I haven't listened to them in a while.
Yeah, Good stuff.
Look at so we're in my home and Coffee Bean is here.
Yes. Hello, Coffee Bean _dog chewing on your leather chair.
It's fine. If there's anything she's gonna chew on, it should be this leather chair. I'm not gonna have in a year.
Hello.
She's in her big mouthy phase, and let me.
Gross, big mouth. That's the one thing that Nick Kroll's made that I hate more than anything else. I think.
Never seen it.
You've never seen Big Mouth?
Never seen it.
It's just.
I missed the
gross, dude.
train. I missed the train of it.
It's like shock humor, but with like children.
Sorry, Coffee Bean is slamming the bone I gave her into the table on the mic, and then is trying to get on Colt again.
Coffee Bean's going crazy.
Yeah,
Coffee Bean. Where's your podcast etiquette, huh? Where's your podcast etiquette?
Saw Ant-Man for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it good?
No, it's bad.
I've heard it. Yeah.
I like. Okay, so I'm a big. I like Jonathan Majors.
Oh, that's King. Right?
Yeah, the King, the Conqueror.
What else has he been in? I recognize him.
He's relatively. He's started to come up, be big.
Sure.
He was in Lovecraft Country.
Oh, interesting.
TV show. He's in a couple other things I don't immediately know, but he was in really good Lovecraft Country, and he has an World War II movie, flight movie out that is very much trying to be like, hey, it's the new Top Gun. Like even the poster is trying to evoke Top Gun energy.
There's already a new Top Gun.
What is it?
Well, I mean, it's the new Top Gun.
Well, I meant like the new Top Gun. That's what
sure.
I'm saying.
Okay.
And then what else? Yeah, he's just a couple of things.
He was good in. He was in some TV show I watched. I think. Yeah, he was.
Probably.
He was in. I watched the fucking Loki show back in the day. That was the last piece of Marvel content I watched.
Yeah.
I think he was in that.
Yeah, he was. That I mean, like he was Kang.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the guy in multiple things, which is I like Marvel is going down the drain.
It's just like Star Wars, you know. It's like
it's worse than Star Wars at this point to me.
Is it?
Yeah, way worse.
I'm
Star Wars doesn't
so
have this much
fucking-
garbage content.
Yeah.
So what I was gonna say is like Marvel's it's done. Superheroes I hope fucking die.
Me too, honestly.
But like the idea of Kang and the fact that they were like Kang works in the sense of a larger story, which is cool. Like they can introduce him as a villain in multiple stories
Because there's multiple of them.
Yeah, he's a time traveler who goes through the multiverses. Like he's pretty cool as a concept.
Right.
And I read a 2018 run of King the Conqueror, which I actually think they're starting to hint towards. That was really good, and I really loved it. To the point I was like, oh, King might be one of my favorite bad guys, and Jonathan Major playing him was pretty sick. And his performance is the best part of Ant-Man. Like,
really,
anytime he's on screen, I'm just like, Jonathan Majors, here we go. They have once again made a character and movie where like the main characters are incredibly bland and boring, and they can't change, right? Like they cannot shift because they have to wait for the big event to make a change.
Yeah.
So like everything just kind of soft resets. There is no real character arc or conflict. Everything just kind of.
Can we spoil it? Does Ant-Man die?
No.
He doesn't?
No, he should have. It would have been sick.
Just fucking start killing people off, man. Just start murking. Just start murking everywhere.
As everyone goes, I'm fine with Paul Rudd still being around.
Sure.
I like him as a character. And like
I'm mixed. I don't really love Paul Rudd.
I love Paul Rudd. Love
Paul Rudd.
But like, yeah, I don't know. It's just like six Ant-Man characters all get sucked into the quantum verse and kind of just flop around. Like no one has any,
and they get out at the end.
And then they get out at the end.
Then this is my problem with all these movies is why do they exist if nothing happens in them?
Well, like,
just do something, like make a decision.
So like what does change is that like they establish that there's the Kang thing is going on. That's
Everyone already knew that. I can just fucking watch the trailers and I have as much information as the people that go to see the 3-hour long movie.
Yeah, that's fucking what happened. Is like they're nothing, like there's no character. Like Paul Rudd is like the thing that I always liked about the first two Ant-Man movies, while they're
comedy films. They're heist comedy films.
Yeah, they're heist comedy films. None of that happens at Quantumania. They're like, hey, so you can get things, huh? And he's like, yeah. All right, so go get this thing. And he doesn't get the thing. He just kind of fails at getting it.
Love that.
And then they fight.
This shit sucks.
It's so bad.
This shit sucks. Dude.
There's a decent story that could have happened, and the Ant-Man is sucked down to the quantum realm, and everyone else has to try to save him.
Yeah.
And but in the process, he has to he's tricked into working for Kang. Like Kang comes off as kind of a good guy, and hey,
but everyone knows he's the bad guy.
Well, no, they don't in that fucking movie. But the characters don't.
But the audience does, so it doesn't fucking matter.
That's not what I'm saying.
Sure.
You can have that. You can have where Kang is a good guy or seems to be a good guy, even if that's called if the audience knows, it's fine. But if the character doesn't, that's I still think that's fine storytelling. That's not the issue.
I hate that.
You hate that?
Yeah.
That's a fine trope. That's a fine trope as storytelling goes.
Okay.
If everyone else is hey, we have to rescue Ant-Man from Kang. And Ant-Man is oh, yeah, this guy's kind of decent. It's okay, we'll do that.
All right.
And then he actually has to do a heist. But at no point does he do a heist.
They just kind of flop around.
He just kind of flop around. And
that's good. They say quips at each other.
They don't even quip.
They go, oh, I fell in a hole.
There's barely...
I'm Ant-Man, I fell in a hole.
There's no fucking quips.
Wasp, a fly.
It's the least funny Ant-Man. There's no comedy in it.
Michael Douglas.
Oh God, he's unbearable in this movie. Michelle Pfeiffer.
We gotta get out of the quantum realm.
I got ants. I made ants into a civilization.
It's me, gay actor Michael Douglas.
Is he gay?
No, that's a Cumtown bit. Sorry.
We stop quoting a worse podcast.
That podcast doesn't exist anymore.
Michelle Pfeiffer is unbearable in this movie. Her character. So the first half of the movie, she knows a big secret about the quantum realm is that she helped Kang create the society that he did, and then learned that he's a bad guy. And
wait, that's she's the old wasp that got lost.
Yes, old wasp. It turns out she had lied about what had happened.
Cool.
To get rescued. And which is fine. But the entire first half of Quantumania, she is they're what happened? She's we don't have time to talk about it. We have to get out of here. It's constantly was what happened?
We need to get out of the quantum realm.
I can't talk about it. I just can't talk about it. I can't talk about it yet because the script needs you to believe that he's something else is going on right now.
I fell in a hole.
I fell in a hole, and my daughter also fell in the hole, and also she's a woman now.
Somebody make a reference to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Quick. We're losing the children.
Fucking, they don't care about Ninja Turtles.
That's probably true.
Yeah, I mean, I went to see it. I shouldn't have seen it.
Did you go by yourself?
Yeah. Why go to movies with people?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You're not going to talk to them?
Some people do talk during the movie.
Yeah. Oh, that also I want to get into my experience at the movie theater.
Wait, did you go to the Alamo or what?
No, fuck the Alamo.
Why?
Because Alamo, people still fucking talk. There's servers moving up and down all the fucking time.
Oh.
They're constantly talking. They don't.
I like the Alamo.
It fucking smells like fucking bad, salty food all the time. Alamo is not on my list anymore. I'm a Galaxy Theaters guy.
Okay.
Because no one goes there and you end up having a better experience. And the best thing is their pre-show shit is made in Windows Movie Maker.
That's the good part.
And it's so funny to me. This big theater
Damn.
is it's not huge. It's an all right chain, but they make their shit using really simple stuff. And that's just really charming and endearing to me.
Huh.
I'd rather support that theater than Alamo Drafthouse.
I never go to the movie theater anymore. The last one I went to, I think, was Top Gun. And the only reason I went is because my mom was in town. She was like, I want to go see a movie.
Yeah.
So
and if you saw as movies go and you only watch one movie a year, Top Gun Maverick is the movie to watch in a movie theater. Otherwise, most movies you don't.
No, never mind. I saw Avatar. I went home for Christmas and I saw Avatar.
See, that's another good one. You watch the big spectacle movies in the movie theater. And that's what I was hoping Ant-Man Quantumania would be. I got real zooted for it. I was I got it. I got the 3D Real D.
You went to the 3D version?
Yeah, I went to the 3D D-Box movie.
Oh, the D-Box.
I want the spectacle. I want the ride. And it was a bad D-Box.
Did your chair fall when Emmett fell in the hole?
No.
Damn.
It was real fucking. I have a long list of movies that are really good D-Box. All right. Spectre is the top one. It's so Maverick is the top one. Then Spectre.
The James Bond movie.
Yeah. Then Avatar. And then like all the way at the bottom's Ant-Man. Ant-Man was real bad.
Did they just not like program the chairs to do the stuff that is cool?
Yeah, they just didn't do it well. Like it's a subtle art. Turns out the D-Box experience is a subtle art, and a lot of and the Ant-Man Quantumania one was just kind of shitty, not very good.
Well, that's too bad.
My movie experience though, so that was the movie. Right. Meanwhile, in the actual theater,
you're just fucking baked out your mind.
I'm baked.
You're stumbling around. Your eyes are crossed, so you can't see the 3D.
No, so this like I wanted sit down. Trailers are playing, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of mouth breathers, which is whatever. And then
you can just hear people breathing around you.
Yeah, it's like fuck off.
Okay.
And immediately to my right, couple that's talking. The commercials is fine. I don't care. But
yeah,
it's like all right. Then the Little Mermaid trailer comes on.
They go, "Why is she black? Why is she black?"
You're pretty close to that. I'm gonna call him a Tate head behind me.
Ooh, Cobra.
Or just
Tater tot.
Some like fucking, and it's unfortunate. He's like this like I saw him after. He's like this stocky like short Mexican guy with like a family. He's like a little muscular, but like you could tell he's like he looks at everybody like I was like, "Well, you got a fucking problem?" Because like I was just walking, and he just turns at me. He's like, "You got a fucking problem?" I was like, "I don't. What the fuck? I'm just walking here, dude." Yeah. Like I enjoyed your antics in the movie because you were a piece of shit. And so like here's what the many things he did during the movie. He talked constantly during the movie.
Okay.
Anytime
was it insightful or funny?
It was funny in the sense of like, oh, this poor family. Because like
he's like terrorizing his children.
Yes.
Damn.
He's like he made his son move to a worse seat
so he can see
the movie better. The movie that he wasn't enjoying.
What a piece of shit.
I too also wasn't enjoying the movie, but he wasn't enjoying it and commenting on it, which like like he was talking about the worst things. So okay, yeah, back to the Little Mermaid trailer.
Yeah.
You know, she's black. Totally fine. Who cares? It's a fantasy creature. She can be whatever. And he immediately was just like, she's supposed to be white. It's a fucking animated movie, dude. I'm a made up creature. It doesn't matter, my guy.
So funny.
He's just like, oh, he doesn't. She needs to be white. I was like, you're a Mexican guy. What is your problem? Like, there's this. There's one of the things for me, like I noticed is like in a Mexican American is that like there's a certain like group of like Mexican dudes who like their biggest thing is they want to be like
white.
They really want to.
Yeah.
So like they go out of their way to like really put down immigrants.
Yeah.
They're like, they fucking weren't born here, you know. I fucking earned it.
It's like
no,
Cubans in Miami.
Your dad,
extremely racist.
Your dad moved here. You benefited from your dad making this choice to move here, man. Like, I forget what my mom has a word for them, but it's always super interesting to like come across people like that. It's just like go out of their way to like maintain white supremacy.
It doesn't the government like I wonder if it has something to do with the government like classifying Hispanics as white now.
Right.
I wonder if that's I don't know. I mean white is like a social construct.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as white, you know.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's a whole thing. So he was commenting on that anytime like so Ant-Man's daughter is a super genius, of course. It's a Marvel movie. Everyone's a super genius.
Right,
All the kids are
We're sitting up for 20 years down the line.
Yeah, all the young girls are, you know, amazing and great at everything.
Right.
Because sure.
Fucking Mary Sue running the
that's
film.
Exactly. It's like, oh, there's a fucking Mary Sue again. You know, of course she could do some science. Like, I don't. It's a fucking cartoon.
Get
movie.
women out of STEM.
Yeah, like that kind of shit.
I agree with that.
It just like he stomped, like he had to go to the bathroom multiple times because he has a little pee-pee, and he was like stomping up and down the stairs, just real angry.
He's too homophobic to get his prostate checked.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm not even letting nobody up my butt.
No man is gonna put his finger in my ass
unless I get to kiss him first.
Right. Yeah.
So. That was like, and then the couple next to me kept having their phones go off.
That's like unexcusable.
It's so annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're at the fucking AMC matinee and your phone's going off. You're a fucking dickhead.
If you exist in the world and your phone isn't on silent or vibrate, you can fuck off.
I don't think my phone's been off of vibrate in like 5 years.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like why?
Like what? You just have it in your pocket.
Either if you're so desperate, get a fucking Apple Watch that tells you. You don't need a ring. Well, fuck you.
Yeah, that's insane.
This isn't 2004, and we're all just like mystified that these things play little tiny music.
Yeah, we're past the bag phone era, guys.
Thank you. And like I guess someone was vaping. I didn't smell it.
Someone was vaping in the theater,
which is like fuck, sure. Like I don't care. I don't care about that. Like as long as it isn't like. And it was weed vaping, so it wasn't like big clouds.
Sure.
You know, it was very like subtle.
They were ghosting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like huge or whatever. I don't care. I'm suited.
I don't care either. It's
I'm
just
suited.
Funny.
Like I've had like I know of people who have done the big vape things, and I'm just like I'm never going.
They bring like a rig.
Yeah, they bring the whole thing, and they're just like, well, I'm not going to movie theater with you. That's fucking annoying.
6-volt batteries.
It's like okay, no, like but the dad's just like, hey, someone's vaping in here. I have kids. Here. He just starts like yelling that in the movie theater. So you better stop vaping. And I think he thought it was me.
Why would he think it was?
Because I think that's why the death glare came from. But I wasn't. I don't vape. I just eat an edible and I just chill. It was very interesting. What was kind of interesting also is like nobody's seeing this movie. Yeah, it's getting really bad. It's getting like really bad reviews and also just really bad numbers.
That's interesting. It's kind of a bad time of the year to release a movie. This is kind of like where movies go to die. That's
kind of stopped though. That idea that February is a month that dies.
Really?
Yeah. Like that. Yeah. That over the past couple of years, that's no longer as huge of a issue. Sorry for the background noise. Dog is.
It's fine. Dog.
So yeah, Ant-Man, not good.
Huh. Well, glad I won't watch it.
Yeah, don't. I was just like I was really bored. You know, I'm unemployed. I get all my shit done by like 2 now.
Yeah.
Like all my everything, and I'm like, well.
I'll go see a terrible film.
Go see a movie, you know. At least if I'm zooted and I'm at the D-Box experience, it'll be fun.
You gotta go see like less mainstream shit though.
I see less mainstream. Right. I don't want to go like see 2 men like not talking to each other for a movie. Like that's a good movie. Banshees of Inisherin is amazing, but I don't want to like. Sometimes I just want, you know. Yeah. But also like a little bit of substance. I want like the bare minimum of a character arc.
I think movies are dead. I think we need to just hang it up. I think we're done.
I think Top Gun Maverick and Avatar 2 The Way of Water disprove that thing.
I hated Avatar 2.
It's so good.
I thought it was terrible.
I disagree.
And I was very, very surprised that my family liked it when we left the theater.
I loved it. I thought it was so good. You'll come around. You'll be an Avatar.
Why? I don't like the first one either. The first one sucks too. It's just, you know, I think James Cameron's overrated.
I disagree. I think James Cameron is the savior.
Titanic is not that good.
I think Titanic's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to test? What are we doing? We're testing our.
No, these questions suck, man.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
These ones are too personal. I have another set.
I doubt that.
I have another set that's a lot more. That's a lot better, and I don't know where I put it.
What do you mean they're too personal? Like, what are they asking?
How gay are you?
I'm gonna put you on blast for a sec.
What?
When I came out to you, I think you literally said, "I'm more gay than you."
Yeah, I am.
And then I saw like 3 months later there was an Onion article, and it was like what not to say to somebody when they come out, and the first thing on the list was I'm gayer. Oh, give me a couple of months, I'll be gayer than you soon.
Yeah, hey, it is a competition. It's a gay off.
Listen, I'm more like if things go to plan, I am way more likely to get hate crime.
You're right. Gayness is based on hate crimeness now.
I think so. I think that's the metric we should base it off of.
This is a different set of questions.
What is this?
It's from the people from What Do You Mean, but it's also a relationship thing.
Okay.
I got this from an ex.
Let's get deep.
It's separated into deep, or it's like shallow,
okay,
deep, and then deepest.
Do we want to just go full bore into the deepest immediately?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
Okay. Would you accept 20 years of perfect happiness and fulfillment if it meant you would die at the end of that period?
No.
I'm trying to think. See, I'm 30.
Having a time limit on the back of anything in your life, I think, is a bad idea.
Yeah, I think that's like like how would you feel like happy and fulfilled if you knew you were going to die immediately?
Yeah, that's fucked up. Don't like that.
What slang have I picked up from you?
From me?
Yeah.
Do you say casually now?
No.
Damn. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. Have I picked up anything from you? I don't feel like I have.
Zooted?
Suited?
All right. Have you ever done drugs? Which ones?
Yeah, I've done drugs. I've done a lot of them with single times. Do you want to go down the list?
Sure.
Should we put this out? I did mushrooms one time. It was for somebody's birthday. We were floating down the Lady Bird Lake in a raft that was sinking, and I can't swim, so it was probably the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. It was a very bad decision. I can't swim, and we were in an inflatable raft, and when we got there, one of the sides just didn't inflate, so the bottom of the raft and the other side of the raft were the only sides that were inflated. We were like, yeah, fuck it, we'll still get so they were sitting on like the inflatable seats, and I was in this raft with our backpack full of electronics, and we were all on mushrooms, and we floated down Lady Bird Lake, which is like disgusting and full of rebar. And also, I may have mentioned before, I cannot swim.
That's what you get for coming from a landlocked state.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I did swim lessons and shit, but I don't like swimming. I don't like going to the pool.
Yeah. Go to the pool.
I have fucking body dysmorphia. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah. What about, are you going to answer that?
No, I'm looking for a job.
Really?
Where is the place you want to go before you die?
Before I die? You go first this time.
Japan.
This is the deepest one. Where do you want to go before you die?
I'm skipping the ones that are like, do you like anal?
Why can't we do those? This is what. Listen, man. We have
like,
we have a dirtbag leftist podcast, and we can't talk about anal. You've talked about anal before on the show.
I mean, like it's like it's implied. Like, do you want to do anal?
Oh, it's like.
Do you want to do anal? You need a card to ask that. And there's another one that says kiss.
Gross.
So we're not doing that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Here's one. These are ones I'm skipping. Get your partner hot and bothered without touching them directly.
So this is like a foreplay game.
Yeah, 100%.
Interesting. That sounds like the boringest way to foreplay possible is playing a card game.
Some people are boring.
Yeah.
Anyways, my ex got this for me.
How'd it go?
I think one word implies how this went. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one. If you had to take my clothes off without using your hands, how would you do it?
My teeth, obviously. What other answers are there? My toes.
My cheeks.
I grab them with my toes.
We'll do it with my cheeks.
I get you with my gripper.
Yeah, I get you with my tight ass buns.
This game sucks.
Yeah. Christmas present from my ex. Okay.
Yeah.
How did you lose your virginity?
I haven't.
Oh, my answer. I say I was 20.
Okay.
I started dating this woman in the friend group. Super cute. Older than me. Like 3 or 4 years, which at the time was kind of significant. Now it's like, and I told her like on one of our dates, I was like, hey, I'm like really nervous. You're like really pretty, but I've never done anything with anyone before. And she's like, ooh,
yeah,
because that's appealing to certain women. And nothing against her, like she's a lovely person,
right?
And the night of her party, she her birthday party, she has a party, and she's a little drunk, fucking coffee bean,
just making the rounds.
Okay.
Found the Kong. We should be good.
All right. Yeah, that'll occupy our time for a minute.
Yeah.
So we're at a birthday party. We're both very wine drunk.
And you're 20. Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep. Call the police.
Breaking the law, but you won't admit to cocaine. Curious.
Breaking the law. And towards the end of the party, she like looks at me from across the room with eyes, meaning business, and then she takes my hand and she drags me to her room. I'm like, I'm freaking out. And
you came in the hallway.
I came in the hallway.
Yeah.
And then we start getting down to business, and it's fine. It's having fun.
Getting down to business.
And then she projectile vomits all over me.
That's sick, dude. Fetish unlocked.
Yeah.
Talk about Kickstarter.
Yeah, it was great. And
is that what you're into now?
Nope. Let me tell you, I know a lot of people want that experience. And let me tell you from my own experience, not very fun.
Really?
Yeah, not very fun. And I clean up.
That's interesting.
I clean up, I clean her up, get her water, take care of her. But the party's still going. and she falls asleep. And they're like, I'm gonna go to the party, and I come out and everyone starts clapping because they don't know like that she vomited all over me.
They start clapping. What the fuck?
Have you been to college? That's just what.
No, not really. I kind of dropped out.
That's right.
Also, I was a computer science student, so
She wants.
we
Okay,
weren't
so
really doing much partying.
sorry, Coffee Bean is intent to get something from my chair, but there's nothing up here. You see, nothing up here.
Huh?
Yeah, mystery solved, huh? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I lost my virginity.
Interesting. I think I'd count myself as like Demi.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that's what I meant by I'm gayer than you.
Fuck off. Give me some time. I just can't do it here.
No, that's fine. I'm fucking with you. This is good. Cole, I want to know, when did you feel your greatest sense of accomplishment?
I don't know.
Coffee Man, I'm about to put you in your cow.
Maybe when I moved to Austin on my own with no money and no friends.
You did it.
Yeah, sure.
I love that for you.
I guess.
For me, 2017, I put out a little music album because I was really bored that year and I had a lot of time and I was living alone. Well, I was living with my mom. I think we're gonna have to take a pause real quick.
Okay.
Because she needs to go out.
Okay, sounds good. You put out a music album? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's just electronic
stuff.
Cool. All right.
Why are you hiding underneath me, Coffee? There's dog piss all over the place.
No, there isn't.
There's so much dog piss all over the place.
I watch this place every day. It's so tough. Oh, what'd you do? God, you don't know how to use a mic.
I tangled up my microphone cable.
All right, we are back. Thank you for listening to our sponsors.
Do you think we'll ever get sponsored on the show?
Yeah, I think so. Eventually.
By who?
I will Blue Chew.
Yeah.
Blue Chew. Oh, hey, welcome to Mouse Out of Wedlock.
Oh yeah, we didn't do it.
We're a podcast of local comedy in Austin.
Yeah.
That's one of our genres. Another one of our genres is me ranting about movies.
Yeah.
And what's the third genre?
Piss play.
Piss play.
Yeah, it's a piss play podcast.
Piss play. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were we?
I don't know. We were going through this foreplay game.
Yeah, the sexual foreplay.
There hasn't been a stumper yet. I was looking for something that would be kind of.
Here, let me go to.
I was looking for something.
The shallow.
I was looking
questions.
for some shit that was like gonna turn it up a notch. Gonna make it.
Oh, this one. I feel like you're an icebreaker guy. Old music or new music?
New music, obviously. This. I want a hard question. I want a question that both of us are not willing to answer. That's when we get deep into this game, when we're playing chicken with the microphone, when we're not willing to say things on the pod. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, what outfit do you feel the sexiest in?
Sexiest in? Black hoodie jeans.
Black hoodie jeans?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, man.
You're in black hoodie and is that jeans?
No, these are sweatpants.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have a heart on.
That's right.
For
I don't
me,
know.
I love a short shorts that show off my sick quads and
Nice.
sick penis.
Okay.
I'm answering the question as honestly as I can.
That's good.
What do you think Jake says? Because he has 3 shirts.
Maybe the kilt.
Oh yeah.
Maybe the kilt. I don't know. I don't really. All this, like, I'm just not like a very sexual person. So, like, some of these questions are like,
you wanted a stumper.
You
wanted a stumper. I gave you a stumper.
No, it's not a stumper. It's just like I don't have that.
You don't have an answer?
No.
You're stumped?
No, that's not what I meant. I'm looking for something that makes you uncomfortable, that turns up the heat.
That's impossible for you.
Yeah, because I
What do you
lack
consider
social
cheating?
awareness. What do we consider cheating?
Yeah.
I don't know. Fucking somebody else.
What? See, interesting. I think there can be emotional cheating.
Sure.
Particularly, I think it does more harm to that person if you're not open. Like if you are open, awesome.
Sure.
Or ethnically
If you're ethnically open.
If you're ethnically non-monogamous.
I only have sex with one person of each race at a time. I'm ethnically
That's got to be a
non-monogamous.
thing. I'm sure somebody is like, sorry, you're my one Mexican.
Actually, that would be so fucked up. but it's a funny bit.
Some white liberal is like, oh, I'm ethnically non-monogamous.
Yeah, that's right.
What was I gonna say? Oh, like if you are like, that's fine, but like, take a look at your relationship maybe first. Like if you're getting your emotional needs met somewhere else and like physical needs met somewhere, like that to me can kind of be dangerous if you're not honest about it.
I think poly people are insane.
Yeah?
I think that's like you're deranged if you're doing that. You're lying to yourself and everyone else.
I disagree.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, just say just don't pretend like you're like part of a weird community. Like you're just fucking a lot of people. That doesn't make you special.
To me, now it just sounds
You're
like
not discriminated against.
You hate the fandom.
You're just fucking a lot of people. You're not doing something cool or unique. You're just having sex with a lot of people.
All right. What is the best compliment you've ever received about your physical appearance?
Someone anonymously said I had nice eyes in high school.
You've like taken that to heart. Like, oh, when you're about to cry yourself to sleep at night, you're like, oh, that one person going.
I don't cry myself to sleep. I haven't done that in a long time.
Hey, Colt.
Yeah.
You got a nice nose.
Thanks, dog.
Yeah, I hope you take that. Hope you take that forever.
I will.
How important is it that you surround yourself with people who have the same political views as you?
I'm looking for a fight every time we talk.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for a libertarian. I'm looking for a goth libertarian.
If there's a goth libertarian with a short pixie haircut, give Colt a call.
I'm looking for a blue-haired goth libertarian to like ruin my life.
Please.
Yeah. Hit me up.
You have Colt45joyce.com.
You have to believe in the marketplace of ideas, and you have to stomp on me.
Yep. Okay. What is something that you don't think you should ever be that should ever be joked about? I think there's a lot.
I have almost no list.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I subscribe
I'm like a bad person. So
no, you're not, Colt, you fucker.
I have like zero. I just don't care.
I think, at least for me,
yeah,
there is a responsibility of punching up as opposed to punching down.
Well, yeah, but that's just joking implies it's funny.
See, like, I think, like, no, like, some people can, like, joked about. Like, that doesn't necessarily mean it's funny. That's why I'm like, don't be a shitty person. That's where.
Okay, interesting. I don't know, dude.
Well, like, your differ is like, if it says joke, it's funny. It's like, there's lots of jokes that aren't funny.
Well, yeah, not mine though. My jokes are good.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, that's enough of that.
Yeah, we could leave the box behind.
The box is behind. So that football.
What about the football?
That football.
What football?
Didn't the football happen?
Oh, the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Did the team that you wanted to win?
I'm a Chargers fan, and I barely pay attention to football. So the Chiefs winning, I guess, is fine since I'm from Kansas. But I don't really give a fuck. Did you watch the game?
No.
I watched the first half of it, and then I went to what was advertised as an anti-Super Bowl party, which I think... Do you think they're watching the Super Bowl at the anti-Super Bowl party?
I would hope not.
Well, I thought it was a ironic anti-Super Bowl party, and we watched RRR instead.
That's the superior option.
It was pretty good. I don't like musicals, but it kind of fucked.
No, Triple R is one of my favorite movies.
Is it Triple R or
yeah.
RRR?
I like saying Triple R.
Okay.
It's easier to say.
No, it was fun. I
love that movie. That fucking that like it's 3 movies jam packed into one.
I only watched the first half. I haven't seen
did you see that? Did you at least see the party dance at the middle?
Yeah, where the racist man
got his he tried to dance, but the
white devil couldn't keep up.
It was so sick. Any movie where the British are just fucking evil or is great. It's great to me.
You know what I don't like, and I had the same problem with Andor, is they're trying to like humanize and like make you somewhat sympathize with some of the people on like the Nazi side of the movie, and they had like the weird like countess woman that like the main dude's like falling in love with. Maybe it changes in the second half of the film, but I was like, I don't give a fuck. We should kill this bitch too. This bitch should die.
No, that is like the biggest issue with that movie.
Yeah,
is like
you have an enslaved child in your house. Fuck you.
Yeah, no, she's still awful.
I don't want to see you happy ever.
No, they
I want to see you with a bullet in your head.
That's a good choice. I'm not going to address the Andor thing right now, but one day.
Okay.
But Triple R is just great. You missed like the end, towards the end of the movie. I'm trying to remember one of the guys, not the cop one,
right?
The not cop guy. I love their whole relationship. The movie where like he's so obviously looking for his best friend. Like first they become best friends instantly, which is I wish all my friendships were like that. And the second, like how obvious he's looking for his best friend the entire movie. The cop is, and is like right in front of him the whole time. And then he's like when he connects the dots, he's like, oh my god. Then his best friend, who's the rebel, gets captured and gets whipped Passion style, like Passion of the Christ style, where it's like full on gore, like it goes gray tone, like it starts raining and the blood is like really grim, and he starts singing. in the middle of it. It's so tight.
The
He's
guy whipping or the guy getting whipped?
both.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know, like because the guy whipping is the cop. He's
Right.
because he's the cop. He has to whip. He's
He's the cop. He has to whip.
That's just what you do.
Yeah.
And then
As you
the
do.
prisoner who's getting whipped, the
Right.
one who has to get whipped, he's singing. He's like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna survive. I'm better than this. And the friend's like, I'm so sorry. I'm doing this. This man is a good person.
I'm an instrument of a totalitarian state.
Yeah.
I'm a real piece of shit that hates myself and my community.
But guess what? The guy doesn't go down. He refuses to go down, even though he's getting fucking his back shredded to pieces. And it's so gory. And then, of course, he escapes. A big action scene and
A bunch of tigers fly out of a truck.
Yep, and it's so tight.
Yeah.
It's so tight. But that middle dance scene is so good.
Yeah, I just can't stand to see the white man happy at any point in the film.
They're not happy most of the movie.
Well, all the women are swooning and dancing, and I said, these bitches need to die.
Yeah. That
all
is,
these
that
bitches
is
in
an
their
issue.
petticoats,
That is an
they
issue
need to
for me.
die.
The funniest thing from the whole Super Bowl thing for me was Elon Musk getting mad about
Oh, yeah, that was so good.
Joe Biden getting more tweets.
Emergency meeting. My tweets are not getting enough engagement on the site that I own. Time to make my tweets go to the top of everyone's profile.
His fucking brother or whatever was a part of it.
Well, which one?
His cousin.
His brother that was set up by Ghislaine Maxwell with an underage girl.
I didn't know that.
If your dad is having sex with your adopted sister, then Elmo Musk, Elmer
All
Musk.
right, everybody. We're gonna. How many emerald mines I have? 1, 2.
We're not getting enough emeralds out of the mines.
Come on, Rocco.
I wish I could do the Elmo voice. I want to get better at voices, but I keep getting nasally, and I can't do any voices when I'm like this.
Yeah, I enjoy doing voices.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed on this podcast, I like doing voices.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, our guests.
Yeah.
It's not me.
Don't break the curtain, okay?
Even though
Don't tear down the veil.
We've tear down the veil all the time.
Don't do that. You're ruining the show.
Sorry. I'm sorry. You can cut this out.
I won't.
I like how intimate this is. We don't need Jake.
Uh,
Let's make this a clip
Okay.
and specifically send it to him. We don't need Jake.
We don't need him.
We don't need a third.
Yeah.
We can.
Do we not? I like doing it with Jay.
No, I'm
I know.
I'm obviously joking.
I know.
I just want to rub it in his face.
He barely talked last week, though. I think everything was too gay for him to know anything about it.
Well, he was purposely not talking because we had a guest. When it's 4 people, he knows but his thing is he wants to step back and let the guest talk.
Well, that's nice of him, but I need him to break in and say a slur every once in a while.
Right. But you're such a good interviewer. See, that's the thing in the dynamic. He's he'll chime in with some he's the computer guy, so he's chiming in with the thing, and you're asking the great interview questions while also having some hot takes. And I'm just the silly little goose. I'm a little silly goose in the podcast.
Okay,
I keep the things a little silly.
Those are the ingredients of the show, I guess.
Yes, we're the Powerpuff Girls.
Right.
He's the Bubbles.
Yeah.
I'm the redhead.
I'm her.
You are her.
Yeah.
Well, I was also gonna say you're Buttercup.
Okay.
Which is the badass.
Let's go.
You're always I'm not taking no shit from nobody.
I don't know shit about Powerpuff Girls.
But yeah, you're also. I thought it was him.
It's him. You're right.
Yeah.
Fuck. Damn.
Sorry. To those who don't know, there is a villain. There is a trans icon villain in Powerpuff Girls named him.
I'm gonna get kicked out of the community that doesn't know I exist.
You're kicked out of a community. No, buddy.
I'm get kicked out of the community.
Oh, pal.
I can't be in Queer Town anymore. They're gonna not let me be part of Queer Town anymore.
Oh no.
I can't be part of the gay shows. They're not gonna
Designated gay night.
Yeah. Damn. Everyone in the show is gay.
Don't you worry, folks. We're inclusive.
We're inclusive.
We
have a gay show and a black show and a Hispanic show and a show called...
They don't have an Hispanic show.
They used to. They Latinx.
Yeah. I mean, Latinx is there. They won't have to do their own thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but they don't have one anymore.
We kind of talked about that with Jastro, but I still don't like that. I think that still makes me uncomfortable.
I think there's a happy balance. I know I've said this before. There's a happy balance between the two, and Cold Town often does not strike that healthy balance.
Austin is performative as a city.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Place.
That's what I'm thinking of. Oh, so I'm going to Chicago next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm excited to see.
So you're gone for the show next week?
Yeah.
So is it just me here?
I think it's just you.
Okay.
Just that you could do.
Maybe I'll do a feed drop of another podcast I do or something.
Yeah, or do like do what Bill Burr does, where he just talks.
Just do a solo podcast. I guess I could do that. He talks
into his iPhone microphone for 2 hours and somehow does it every week, and people love it.
Huh. Well, maybe I can do that. Someone needs give me topics or something for next week, and I can do it. I can do it by myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll think of something.
Okay.
So I'm going to Chicago next week. I already have every night shows booked. I'm going to go see, not booked that I'm in. I'm not that good or famous or interesting. But I'm going to go see pretty much all the every big.
Gonna go see Cigarette Sandwich.
No, but I will.
I like Cigarette Sandwich a lot.
They're
at The Annoyance, I think.
Nice. Yeah. I'm seeing The Annoyance on Friday, so I will be there, and I will.
Maybe it's not The Annoyance. What's the other big one?
There's IO, Second City, Annoyance.
Oh, it's IO.
Then CIC. There's a ton. It's a huge city with a ton of great improv theaters.
I don't know if I would want to move to Chicago.
That's fine.
I don't think that's probably where I'll go. Are you still thinking Chicago?
Mm-hmm. One of the reasons I'm going to visit, baby.
Go check out the town.
Yeah. So I was originally going for a company offsite, the company I got laid off of, but they reimbursed me for the hotel and the plane ticket before they let me go.
Let's go.
So I essentially got a free trip to Chicago.
Did you just keep the hotel and the plane ticket?
They're under my name.
That's great.
I booked them personally. They're for me,
Oh, yeah. I went to Chicago one time. It was a disaster. Well, actually, I had a good time. But the situation was a mess. I was kind of dating somebody, and we were thinking about moving up there. And then they started seeing somebody else without telling me. And then they invited that person to also come on the trip. So I kind of just fucked around by myself in Chicago for 5 days. It was great. It was pretty good.
You cut this out or bleep it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so shitty.
We can leave that in, though.
Okay.
If you want.
I think it's best if that's one that's cut.
Yeah. Actually, I had kind of a good time just kind of fucking off by myself in Chicago.
I love Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. I like the
metro.
Yeah.
Metro's great.
They actually have a fucking transit system.
Yeah.
In Austin, I'm in the only area that the transit is worth it in the sense you have to be within the 2 highways and you have to be on one of the 3 main lines, and I'm on one of the 3 main lines, and so I just.
Are you talking about buses or the tram?
Buses. That's what I'm saying. It's this is the only area to me that's worth if you're a big public transportation person, you gotta live within the highways, otherwise it's kind of worthless.
Well, the trains have been derailing. We gotta stay off the. No more train.
Yeah. This is what Elon's is see guys, this way you need to go under a tunnel. I'm gonna build a tunnel from my house to New York.
What's the funniest way Elon Musk could die?
Oh God, obviously blowing up one of his cars.
Yeah,
is tight.
It catches on fire and all the doors lock.
Yeah, and he can't get out.
Yeah, he starts banging his dumb fists on the glass that's bulletproof.
Him tweeting.
He dies by tweeting.
He dies by tweeting.
Yeah, he accidentally doxes himself and he gets killed by a terrorist.
Or he just somebody, or you specifically, Colt.
Yeah.
Tweet something at him.
Right.
And he reads it and he finally offs himself.
Right. I just hurt his feelings so bad.
Yeah, you hurt his feelings so bad.
And then he shoots himself with the replica pistol as on his bedside.
Yeah. But the thing is, it doesn't work. It bounces. It's a shitty pistol.
Right.
But it hits a chandelier and the chandelier falls on him.
Oh, that's good. What about erotic asphyxiation?
Oh, that'd be so
That'd be funny.
That'd be so funny.
That would be the greatest thing ever. If they just found Elon Musk hanging himself in a closet with his dick in his hand. That'd be really good.
That'd be really good. I like that. What's another? Those are my ideas.
Okay. Yeah.
He falls down some stairs.
Got down by police while wearing blackface.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Here's one. You ever watch? Do you watch Sunny? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
No.
There's a really good episode where Charlie. It's just Charlie by himself in the bar, and he thinks intruders are coming in, so he home alones the place. But in the process, he really like nobody comes in the bar,
right?
But he gets stuck in, so he essentially puts up a bunch of traps,
right?
And has to go through all those traps and set them
That's
off
funny.
himself.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's such a good episode.
It's fun.
So that's what like Elon Musk home alones himself.
Yeah, gets his toes stuck in an escalator and it just shreds him from the bottom to the top.
I love it.
Dick in a blender.
So those are my ways that I think.
I've thought about this a lot.
Yeah. Do you have any other ways? Helicopter accident.
He tries to recreate 9/11.
Explain.
Well, he's like, man, that got a lot of engagement on the internet, and he tries to do it himself, and then he dies.
For the lulz.
Yeah.
He's flying. He's like, where are the Twin Towers?
Yeah.
I don't see where am I supposed to crash them?
Yeah.
And he goes into the Hudson, and of course he can't swim, so he's
yeah. Maybe he goes back to South Africa and his dad has sex with him and then they both die.
I have a heart attack because they had too much pleasure.
Yeah.
That's sad. That's the way to go.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's the way to go. This is your segment right now, man. The ways we want Elon Musk to die. Welcome to our this is great. You know what? Jake is essential.
Really?
Yeah. Jake is essential.
What would Jake have done in this situation?
I think he would have. So he's a.
He would have stopped me.
Yeah. Well, he
would have stopped me.
No, I don't think he would have stopped you. He would have inadvertently diverted our attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's kind of a magnet. He would have said something, and we would have piled onto him.
Right.
And then he would be like, "Guys, come on,
yeah.
Everybody's got to get it." Because that's like,
yeah, it takes away my ability to be racist on the podcast when Jake's here because he's actually racist.
Yeah,
I have to shut the actual racist down. I can't do like funny racism by myself.
Right.
That's too bad.
Yep.
That's why Jake's here.
Jake, if you're listening,
we need an actual bad person on the show.
Jake, you're the actual bad person of the show.
Yeah.
And we need you. We need you here to be the magnet. Your only use to us is being a piece of shit.
Oh.
What's our time at?
We're over an hour, but we might cut some of the question stuff, honestly. You have anything else to talk about? How do you feel like this podcast is going?
I think it's been fun.
I think it's been fun, too.
Yeah, I've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed this a lot.
I've enjoyed this, too, yeah. You have any other topics you want to talk about?
I wanted to talk about Ant-Man. I want to talk about the guy at Ant-Man.
Oh, yeah.
And I wanted to talk about Elon Musk. And that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
I guess like there's the fact that our infrastructure is completely failing and everyone's been pointing it out like, hey, it's failing. Yeah. We really need to fix this. And the railroad workers are like, we're going on strike. You need to fix this. And we need more sick hours. And then, of course, the Democrats are like, no. And
they're going to blame it on Buttigieg.
Yep. Yeah. So, it's great. Our country's falling apart.
It's good stuff.
It's obvious we have a big dumb pollution situation that's probably gonna have ramifications for the next 50 years.
Yeah.
At a minimum. And but hey, who cares? Because at that point, everyone's gonna be underwater, and if the water's toxic, who cares?
Yeah. I wonder if Joe Biden's gonna go up to East Palestine and drink the water like Obama did in Flint.
Oh God, probably not.
I think that'd be good for his re-election campaign.
What if it makes him stronger?
Yeah.
I know John Fetterman checked into a hospital.
You have another stroke or something?
No, for depression.
Oh, for depression?
I'm actually kind of mad respect for that. For like admitting, I feel like if I was kind of more of a everyday guy like he is.
He's a cool guy. He wears shorts in the winter.
Yeah, he wears shorts. Yeah, shorts and a hoodie.
Yeah.
Mad respect.
That's Midwestern shit.
What I was gonna say. I think if I was an everyday person and I went into, I got elected and I got into to learn to how the system you're until you're actually a politician and you're there. Right. There's probably I can maybe do some things. I would get really depressed too if I got in. It's
how do you not know that going in though? I respect that you're depressed from being in Congress, but you got to know that it's shitty before you go in. No?
You got to know it's shitty, but I think the level, the extent of it maybe isn't as
maybe yeah.
Until you're behind that door.
Yeah.
There's there's the it is or it isn't.
Right.
The possibility of both. And when you get in there, you're like, oh, it's worse than all of that, and things are this is worse. None of these people know what they're doing.
Right.
Even our state, everything's falling apart, and we really are just trying to get as much money out of this as possible.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I would be depressed too.
Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense. I like John. I hope he does well. I hope he stays around in Congress.
Yeah, me too. Or probably won't.
You don't think he will?
I don't know. I don't think his health, unfortunately, will like. I think he'll end up prioritizing his health in the next couple of years.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know, man. I mean, are they gonna put in Dr. Oz?
Yeah.
Gross. I think maybe we should just go all in on having like just celebrities be in charge of the government.
Sure.
We're kind of already going that way, but I think we're doing it too slow. I think The Rock should be the president, and then Danny DeVito should be the Secretary of State.
Mm-hmm.
Danny DeVito's actually pretty based. I like Danny DeVito.
Yeah, he'd be
politically.
I think it'd be great. Yeah, don't give him a worthless position. Oh shit! It's the Xander Power Hour. All right, here's where I give my hot takes. I think children are gross. I hate loobies. I think that crabs are delicious. And that now concludes the Xander Power Hour. If you're interested in advertising on the Xander Power Hour, make sure to email me at coffeebean_dog@gmail.com.
Do you think you'll ever come back to social media? Or are you done?
In what way? Like Twitter?
No, I mean just like a personal account instead of just your dog.
I mean, if they're, I mean, like I'm on my personal Instagram, but it's private.
Oh,
So
I see.
mhm.
Huh.
If I have more of a public facing Instagram, like I would start talking about, but I don't have anything to put on there. And then I would make that like the comedy videos one, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, here's
This is just for promotion.
This is the
This is just for promotion. This is where I put my goofs and gags.
my goose and gags.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would maybe do that, but I don't have like really anything to put up there.
I see.
Instagram's depressing and Twitter's gone now.
Twitter is a rat hole.
Twitter's a rat hole. I love going to Reddit and they talk about how Twitter's the worst. I was like, guys, you're the worst.
Yeah, Reddit sucks. Reddit's like Facebook for millennials.
Yeah, you say that a lot, which I find very funny.
Thank you. Well, I guess that's probably the show.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to run out of things to say because we're about to do a recording session for other things.
Oh yeah, that's
So,
right.
Thank you for listening to this just the two of us episode. There's gonna be more because you know what? I had a blast.
Yeah. And next week, I guess it's just me, or maybe it'll be a feed drop of a different podcast because I might not feel like recording just by myself.
What?
I might try it though. It might be fun.
Jacob and I can group call in, and you can have our bad audio.
That sounds miserable, but we could maybe do it.
I think that sounds fun.
We could, yeah.
We can try it out, and if you don't like it, do a feed drop.
That's fair. Yeah, we could try it. Okay, we'll figure it out.
Or, I mean, I'll be back. We'll finish this. We'll do the outro on this, and I'll tell you more.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you for listening to Mouse Out of Wedlock. You can find me at coffeebean_dog
Hey,
on Instagram.
Yeah, you can find me at Cold40 Joyce on Twitter or Instagram or on YouTube. It's just Cold Joyce. If you want to follow the show, it's Mouse Out Wed on Twitter. We're threatening cat turd currently, and they're yet to respond. That fucking 80-year-old man is a fucking coward. What a bitch. If you want to follow the show on YouTube, go to Mouse Out of Wedlock. And there's lots of clips and highlights, and we've been doing more of those. And you should click on them and like them and give them comments and stuff.
Yay.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.